My name is Ivan. Today I will show you a tutorial about moving curtains. On the right side of the screen you can see multiple icons. These are the objects types related to the curtains. On the left side we can see additional functionalities. The first two icons on the top left are related to each object on the right screen. By selecting and holding the selected icon, we can hide it from our screen. Currently we can see that curtains are selected. So let's hide it. We just hold with our finger on the icon for a couple of seconds. And it disappears. Now we can select and switch the, let's say, window type. We select the window icon and then we can swipe on the screen to the left or to the right. The background images are automatically adjusted to the window. So if you want to change the background image, we just select the background and then we do the same operation. If we want to hide it from our observation, so we just hold it and it disappears. So let's put it back. We just press once on the background and it appears. Now, with different layers of objects, we can apply the functionality such as transparency. We just press and switch the transparency we want. To every object we can apply colors, let's say to the curtains. Let's change it to open and let's press on the color palette. From here we can select any color. In the middle the bar is for making it darker. We can also change the hexadecimal manually through keyboard or through RGB. We can also apply the color taken from the camera. Let's see. Okay. So we can see, we can change it. Okay, we just need to press in the middle on the camera. The color is taken from the camera. When we're ready, we just press OK. As we can see, it's applied to the curtain. Now we can change transparency again. If we don't like the color, we press again on the color palette icon. Let's change it to something like blue and make it a little bit lighter and press OK. Now we can apply the patterns on top of any object. So let's apply the pattern to the curtain. We just press on pattern, it's a second icon on the left side. And we can see that pattern is applied. From the sub-menu on the left, we can select which pattern we want. We can also take pattern from the camera. That's the first icon on the top. So let's take this one. We can adjust as well sizes. And let's press OK. To To save the pattern on our camera, we need to set the name we would like to have. So, and as well the subtype. Let's say it's home subtype, and title would be just cup. If everything is alright, you should see the green icons with tick boxes that it's alright. If it's red, it means something is wrong, and it usually will pop up with message what is wrong. The yellow triangle usually says that folder doesn't exist, for example with home, but we just ignore it, will be automatically created. We can also set description about the image, but if we don't want to, we just press OK. The application might crash, so we just need to rerun the application. So we stopped at the pattern capturing, so let's go to patterns and see if it has been added to the gallery. As we can see now, it's added to the bottom of the gallery. So let's select it, and we can adjust again transparency, and we can as well apply the color to the patterns. So let's say to this one. Let's increase transparency of the pattern. Let's change the curtain. So to change the curtain now, we need to unselect the pattern just by clicking on icon, and then we can swipe through the gallery. So let's come back again to pattern, and let's choose something different. Okay, so let's select the color to the pattern. We just press on color palette pattern, and let's take some blue color, for example. Now we can see that pattern color has changed. If we want to change the curtain color, we just unselect the pattern icon and then press on color palette. Let's take something green. Press OK. We can see that it's changed. Now please make sure that the color or pattern you want to select is applied to selected object. So let's say we want to choose tails, for example. We can swipe again, and now because the tails icon on the right is selected, we can apply the color to it. Let's take blue. Let's change transparency, and we can as well apply the patterns. So let's take, yeah, okay, it's applied. Now we can apply color even to the windows. We select the window and apply color. Now we can change as well transparency, but as you can see, it's not recommended. Or you can just hide the background, so you just press and hold on the background. Now you can see the effect. When nothing is selected on the right side, the image gets increased and additional functionalities on the left gets hidden. This might be useful. Okay, let's select something else, for example swags, and change color again. and apply transparency. Now, sometimes we don't like the images which are in gallery. For example, in patterns. If we don't like the pattern, we can also delete it. So we just press on pattern we want to delete, for example cup, and we press on recycle bin button on the left. We just confirm that we want to delete it permanently. Now, okay, if I decided not to have pattern applied to swags, I make sure that swags is selected, and I can see that pattern icon on the left is also selected. So if I want to hide it, I just hold on pattern icon for a couple of seconds, and it gets hidden. So the same we can do for curtains. We select curtains, and we want to hide the patterns applied to curtains. So we just press on patterns, and then we hide it, and it's get hidden. Let's do same to the tails. We select tails, and let's try just to hold on the left side on pattern icon, and it disappears. So as you can see, the icons can be semi-visible. So if pattern is semi-visible, now it's not applied to the selected icon on the right. And as well we can see that some of the icons are semi-visible. For example, background is semi-visible, so it's not visible at all. Blinds icon is also semi-visible, so it's not seen. Let's select it, and we can see that curtains automatically disappears, because it's illogical to have both curtains and blinds at the same time. So let's switch to something else. Let's apply transparency, and let's apply color. Let's make it a little bit darker. Okay, on the bottom of screen you can see the root type, type and subtype. These are the subtypes filters. So let's say let's go back to curtains. Now if we press on subtype list, we can see all, closed and open. So we can filter our gallery. So let's say I want just closed, and now I can swipe, and all curtains will be only closed. Let's say I want only open, it will be only open, and all images will be also open. We can sort it by type. We can see here are goblet, pencil, pinch, tie top, eyelet. So let's say I want tie top, and we can see only types of tie tops. Let's see pencil, it will be only pencil and open. Yeah. If I want to see both open and closed of pencil type, I just click on subtype and select all. And now I will see all pencil type curtains which are both closed and open. We can also sort it by root type. Let's see. Here we can have bay and normal and all. Normal means we usually get applied to normal type of windows, not the bay ones. So let's go to window, and let's switch to normal. As we can see now, the windows are vertical. This is the normal type of window. Let's hide the curtains and tails and swags. And let's come back to the windows. So if we want to apply normal curtains to the normal window, we go to curtains. And let's say we want open. And we can swipe again. So these are the only normal, open and pencil types. So it is actually hierarchical filters which goes through root type, then type and subtype. So let's say I want to see bay ones. These are bay ones. They get adjusted automatically to the window size. Everything, possibly all objects like curtains, they get automatically adjusted to the window. Okay, now we can as well apply accessories. Let's see. We select accessory and we swipe. We can apply color again if we would like to. And now the pole on the top is green. Let's hide the curtain. We can also apply the different type of accessories. But for this one we need curtains. And some of the accessories, they needs to be adjusted to the curtains. So let's come back to the bay windows. Bay windows. And now let's see the accessories. So it looks maybe better to the open ones, but it would be logical to use it for closed curtains. Okay, so let's just hide the accessory. Let's take the open curtain. And let's apply pole. Let's make it brown. And let's make the curtain semi-transparent. So we select on curtain icon and choose the transparency. Okay. We can also apply the patterns to the windows. So we select window icon and we apply pattern icon, and we can select which pattern. We can also adjust transparency of pattern. When the pattern is selected, we just use the transparency. As we can see, the pattern is a little bit disappearing. So now it looks okay. And we can just go away from the pattern menu by selecting on right side of icons. So let's say curtains. Now we can see also information about the selected icon type. For example, now the curtain is selected, so we can see what is actually selected from the curtain. We press on information button on the left, and we can see the information of storage, of name, of color applied, and possibly pattern if it is applied, as well as filters as bay, pencil and open. These are all types. Let's come back. We can also use the menu by pressing on menu. On different phones it's different. Sometimes you can see at the bottom of screen 3 icons. In my case I'm using Samsung S4. I have to press on menu button outside of screen. When the menu button is pressed, we can see the menu items such as tutorial, about and visit page. So let's click, for example, on about, and it will be information about the company and about developer. When we're done, we can click just back. Okay, we can save our patterns of combination of our objects, as we see on screen, to the memory. So next time we run the application, we can load it instantly. So let's say we press on save button, and here we can give a name. Let's say test1, and we can also put note, and we also can see the total information about all combinations we have used, which we currently can see. Let's press on info. Now we can see everything, all types of images we used in our combination. We can also change style if we don't like the black color or it's not so visible. So we just press on top right corner, change style. Application has been crashed again. Usually it happens because of bugs, errors, which are still not solved. Sometimes it just comes back from the, let's say, save menu back to the screen, main screen. So let's go back to the save. Let's say again test1 and note. So here is the bug which is determined that we can change style only in vertical position of the device. So let's not to change it now, just let's press save. Now it's saved, and we can see on the right screen, side of screen, that it's saved, and we can load it and delete it. It's like a profile. So let's come back to the main screen. Let's do little bit of changes. And let's say I want to save it again. So I go to save and press test2 and save. Now we can see that we made 2 records of our saves. So let's say I want to load the first one, load. Now it's loading. So we saw the message that it's loaded. Now we can come back to the main screen, and it's loaded. Okay, now we can also see the measurements button. Measurement button is related to calculate measurements of the material needed to produce curtains. So let's click on measurements. Now it pop-ups the all possible curtains types which are calculatable. So now we can see that curtain is here, so we just need to change it to on. We enter the values based on real window sizes. So let's say if our window size is okay, just before that let's change it to centimeters and change it. Let's say our window is 90 centimeters. Our height of window plus the bottom of it, how we want to see the curtains, would be, let's say, 120. Item hem is the curtain flip on the edges, so it's usually about 3 centimeters. Material pattern repeat length. If we usually apply the pattern, we want to know how often the pattern will be repeated. So it will automatically calculate the material so it would look nicely on the edges of the curtain. So let's say 25 centimeters, the pattern repeats. The material width, we don't know, and material price, actually material width, we have to know it just by going in a shop and ask them. So usually it's 56 centimeters. And the price is per meter. So let's say 5 pounds. And we escape from keyboard or just press update. And now we can see that results, exact fabric length, nearest material whole meter, number of cuts, total material price is 30 pounds. When we are happy with results, we just can press OK. If we want to exit from the measurements, we double click on it and we escape. Okay, let's say I want to calculate also swags. I go back to, so to calculate it, I need to make sure that it's visible on the screen. Then I can go to measurements. So I go back to measurements. And I can see that both curtains and swags are here. So I want to calculate them. I just press on. I can also minimize it and maximize it. So let's say both curtains and swags measurements are on. I can see that it's very long list. So if I want just to minimize it, I will click on the right icon as a tick box. And it gets minimized. Okay, about swags. So swags has additional values. As we can see, target width per swag here is 25, and swag overlap width. So let's say it's 5. And let's specify the default values for the window. Let's say 120, 90, hem 5, material pattern repeat 15, width 56, material price 6. Update, and we can see, so on the top of we can usually select the measurement unit. Currently it's inch, so all values we entered are in inches, and the results will be in inches. So exact fabric length is 240 inch. And as well it calculates for us the number of swags, so it's 2.92, and swag width 41, and the price 42. It's for swags. Also, if we want to calculate both for curtains, we go to curtains, and let's enter quickly values. 95, 25, 50, okay, 64, 5. Update. We minimize the keyboard. As the list becomes longer, it sometimes lagging, the menu is lagging, but we just need to give it a time. So we can see that price is calculated for their curtains, and also price is calculated for the swags, and at the bottom we can see price grand total, which is 92 pounds. This can be useful, so we don't need to do manual calculations on the paper, and we just can come to the shop and supply how much material we need based on these values. The last icon on the left side is the menu button, which is equal to the device menu button. So let's press and we can see the menu button. If you want to see the tutorial, you just click on tutorial. Usually you can see it first time you open the application when you install it, and thereafter you can go to tutorial through this menu. Usually it works only in vertical position. You can also visit the website which shows the current business of moving curtains. You can contact the customer directly. One thing which I forgot to mention is that we can apply the window images from real camera. So let's just hide the curtain and let's select the window. So to capture the real window template, we need to select the drawing template, so it will be based on such template. So let's say I have something like that, and on the left side of screen I can see the camera button. It's only visible when the window icon is selected. So let's say I select on background, it automatically disappears. When I select to the window, it automatically appears on the left side. So let's press on camera, and currently I have no access to the real window, so I just can change the templates from here. Sorry, currently it's upside down, but you just can move your device accordingly. I will keep it like that for testing purposes, and just press when I'm ready on camera icon, so it will be captured. Okay, now I need to specify the name for the new image. So let's say .com, and now I see that on the right side of the screen everything is green, and new type of folder will be created from camera. I just press OK, Now I can see that it's on a screen. So instead of window template, it will be real window based on the pattern of window you selected. And now I can apply the curtains on top of it. So let's say I want to open ones. So just imagine that instead of this picture it will be the real window. And I can basically do same things as with normal templates. I can change a little bit of color of the window, so it will be bluish now. I can make different transparencies if needed. Yeah, and like that. Basically I can also apply patterns to it, but it will be applied to the whole image, because the image taken from the camera is in JPEG format. It means no transparencies gets involved, so better not to do it. This, okay, if I want to just to delete this image because I don't like it, I just press delete icon. Because the window is currently selected and I see which picture is on the screen, this picture will be deleted. So let's delete it. Yes. And now we deleted the image from the gallery. This might be useful not to overfill your device storage. Let's try again. We select window and go to camera. We select which type of window it will be similar to, and when we're ready we just apply approximately same size of the real window to this template, so it will be cropped around based on this template we can see. When we're ready we press OK. We again name it. It's good to name all the time with different names, so it would be not it will not replace the previous images or currently existing images. So, and when it would happen, we usually will see the on the right side of the screen, instead of green tick boxes, the red boxes. So let's see. We can also sometimes press on this three dots button. It will show us the list of existing images. Currently it's not available because it's the first image in this from camera subfolder. Okay, we just press OK. I think that's it. Thank you for watching this tutorial.